For an aircraft pilot to go from flying one of these to one of these, it's a journey for many that will begin with aviation mastermind and flight instructor Nathan Higgins.
Once a pilot's a commercial pilot, they need a further level of licence qualification before they can fly the larger jets on two-crew operations with somebody like Jetstar or Virgin.
Nathan is considered an aeronautical guru who many pilots look to, and without him many flying careers would otherwise be stuck in a holding pattern.
The reason people come here to do this course is so that they can join a major airline to be firstly a first officer on a jet, but ultimately to become a jet airline captain.
The highly coveted and all-important golden ticket for pilots is known as the ATPL, or Airline Transport Pilot Licence, and is a regulatory requirement for aviators wanting to land a job on the big jets.
I'm known as the ATPL man, I guess, because we've been doing it so long, and we're a dedicated ATPL school. Other places might do the odd course here or there, maybe once or twice a year. But there's really very few places that have delivered the courses that we have done so consistently over time.
The 45-year-old former high school teacher established a flight training school in his hometown on the Sunshine Coast over 15 years ago. His course has since attracted thousands of up-and-coming flyers from around the world.
It was brilliant. There's no way that I could have done or covered the content of the performance and learning that we did last week in the 1 week it would have taken forever.
Sri Lankan born and now based in Papua New Guinea, Yohan left his previous job as a flight attendant for Emirates Airline to pursue his dream.
One of the things I said before I left, they give us an exit interview and I said, they said, where do you see yourself in a couple of years? And I said, well, in the right-hand seat of your airplane. So that's what I'm kind of working towards at this stage, and this is just the next step.
In this revered classroom, you won't find any flight simulation, just the mental stimulation required to get through the Civil Aviation Safety Authority's 7 gruelling exams.
All the subjects are fairly mathematical, so just sort of dealing with it. And for a lot of us, we don't have any jet experience and learning information on aircraft which we don't fly, so it's a big jump for most of us.
Fortunately for the Victorian pilot, Nathan's intense 6-week program claims the country's highest number of first-time examination pass rates.
He's brilliant. He takes all the hard bits out of it. He simplifies everything and he puts it in plain English.
So that's our machine.
I don't think he's satisfied until he actually gets everyone understanding what he's saying, which is great.
We run after-class tutorials, and I'll be here for as long as need be. So please don't feel that you can't get access to me.
With initial student numbers surging from 3 in the early days to now over 50 on a single course, Nathan's flair for teaching and his passion for flying has earned the school its standing as a flight theory mecca in the aviation industry.
It's purely by reputation. I mean, I've had a lot of friends who've gone through Nathan's course and they've done really well, and so it was almost the obvious choice, actually.
And often when I'm at an airport, I'll see some familiar faces get off the jets as they walk across in their uniforms, and it just gives me a great thrill to see that they've gone on and achieved their dreams.
But when Nathan's not unravelling aviation mysteries in the classroom, he's out practising what he preaches. At least on a lighter scale.
Clear prop. I'll try and get out and fly as often as I can. I try and get out at least once a week.
What better place to stretch one's wings than on the Sunshine Coast?
Uniform Whiskey India, climb straight ahead, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, climb straight ahead, Uniform Whiskey India. I just love the freedom and just the sense of openness when you're flying in the sky, and the ability just to control a machine in that way and just fly in 3 dimensions. It's just no other feeling comes close. The Sunshine Coast is just such a beautiful place to fly. The scenery is stunning, and whenever I take friends up to fly, they're just always amazed at how beautiful the coast looks from the air. just love it. Love coming to work, love teaching and love flying. It's just great to be able to combine all those passions into one job.